Coming up on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, in this tough economy, just how is the city faring? Find out during the city manager's year in review. Plus, we'll offer you some tips on how to keep your home toasty while also saving money. And see why this heroic middle school student is being recognized for his life-saving actions. That and more coming up as we access Virginia Beach. Hello and welcome to VBTV's Access Virginia Beach, a program that informs you of news and events from around our city and schools. I'm Peter Van Heest, and thanks for joining us. With the new year comes the chance to take a look back on our accomplishments and see what's in store for the future. And even though 2010 proved to be a tough year for Virginia Beach, the city manager recapped some milestones and announced a few new ventures. Business, community, and city leaders gathered at the Westin recently to hear the city manager's year in review presentation.
Military, great, but we got some big threats. Tourism, doing really well, can be a lot better with a little initiative on our part. And agriculture, keep doing what we've been doing.
The Central Business District Association hosts the event each year. Highlights of Mr. Spore's speech included a look at our short and long-term financial picture, an overview of upcoming projects, as well as some good news about unemployment rates.
Fortunately, we're much better off than the rest of the country. We're better off than the state, and we're the best off in Hampton Roads.
And here's some more good news. 2010 saw a record summer tourist season, brought the city 1,700 new jobs, and included the openings of a new hospital, 2 playgrounds, and 2 schools.
Our future is in our hands. It's where it ought to be. We can't blame anybody else for our problems. We shouldn't count on them for solving our problems. We've got to figure out ways to do it ourselves, and that's kind of what we've been about the last number of years here in Virginia Beach.
VBTV was on hand to cover the event in its entirety, so if you missed it, you can check it out right here. Just log on to vbgov.com/VBTV for air dates and times. Did you know that there's only one state in the U.S. where temperatures have never dipped below zero? Unfortunately, it's not Virginia, which is why the city wants to make sure you're winter ready while also being energy efficient. With the recent drop of temperatures and frequent snowfall, Old Man Winter is definitely making his presence known.
As we head into the winter months and we close the windows and we turn on our heating systems, it's very important for us to be efficient in the building envelope, because the more drafts and different things that you have in your home that's allowing heat to escape, the more your heating system is going to have to work to keep the space warm.
Luckily, the city has teamed up with Virginia Natural Gas to make sure you remain toasty this winter while also reducing our carbon footprint.
We are going to set our programmable thermostat for the Energy Star rated temperatures that are recommended as we move into the heating season.
By programming your thermostat to 70 degrees when you're home and 62 degrees when you're away, you can save energy and money while remaining comfortable in your home. You can also insulate your windows with an easy window insulating kit and a hairdryer.
As you can see here in the middle, it's tightly shrunken to the window and will stay, and no one will be able to see it from the inside or out. But what this will do is insulate the window so that the cool air doesn't permeate as much, sending a signal inside the home that it's cooler than it is.
And if you have gaps around your doors or windows, weather stripping can help you save up to 30% on your heating bill.
On my door here, if you come down, you can see there's a gap, and so a piece of it is missing. And what we'll do is, just with a pair of scissors and some weather stripping, is we're gonna measure it and cut it off and stick that right to the bottom, and it'll fill that gap for us.
By doing a few simple projects, you can increase the efficiency of your heating system, keep your home warmer, and save a little money. You can pick up programmable thermostats, weather stripping, and window kits from your local hardware store. For more energy-saving tips, just log on to virginianaturalgas.com. Acts of bravery and kindness are what define a person. And at Brandon Middle School, one student exemplified both when he turned a potential tragedy into a life-saving moment. Recent winter weather blanketed our region in snow and ice, and while the snow was tempting to many, unfortunately so were the ice-covered ponds. Hunter Dela Cruz knew the dangers of thin ice and acted quickly when disaster struck.
Hunter saw his brother run across the ice in the neighborhood lake and knew that it was not safe. Knowing of the dangers, he ran after his brother to stop him. When the ice cracked, Hunter pulled his brother out of the water to safety and persevered in the freezing temperatures to pull him out.
Thankfully, both boys got out of the water safely and went home to get help. Today, the school division, along with the fire department, is recognizing Hunter for his life-saving acts.
He deserves it. He's a hero. I mean, he saved his brother's life, and he almost lost his own in the process. It's scary.
I was glad because my brother was there. If he wasn't there, then I wouldn't be glad.
For his brave acts, Hunter received a plaque, but most important were the lessons learned by everyone.
Don't try and walk on the ice because nothing's good when that happens.
And the fire department also wants to reiterate, stay off ponds or canals. Although they may be covered in ice, they will not support the weight of even a small child. The Planning Commission proudly announced the winners of the 2010 Design Awards program at a recent commission meeting.
As the first park of its kind within the city of Virginia Beach, Grommet Island Park allows all types of users to come down to the park and enjoy the beach. It has
Grommet Island Park, located on the oceanfront near Rudy Inlet, won a Public Facilities Honors Award for being the first park of its kind on the beach. The South Beach Trail Boardwalk at Lake Holly also received this award. Rounding out the awards were the Sherwood Lakes residential community, the redevelopment of Monarch Bank at Hilltop, and a Sustainable Development Award for Virginia Beach Middle School. The Design Awards program encourages and formally recognizes creative and innovative development of the building community. All right, parents, listen up. Spring break is right around the corner, and though the kids may be on vacation, chances are you still have to work. That's why the Department of Parks and Recreation is offering spring break camps that will keep your child active. From kindergarten fun to catching some air at the skateboard park, Parks and Rec has a variety of camps waiting for you and, more importantly, your children. Registration is now open and will continue as space is available. To register, visit any of the 6 rec centers, but please note, a membership is required for camps held at beach recreation centers. For camp costs and other information, call 385-0400 or go online at vbgov.com/parks. The Parks and Recreation Department offers more than just spring break camps. They have year-round programs for your child's before and after school needs. Here's Access reporter Diana Cartwright with more.
In today's busy world, it's hard to balance a career and raise a family. But with the help of after-school programs, kids now have a safe and affordable place to go. Like Kids Quest, one of several after-school programs offered by the Parks and Recreation Department.
We offer 56 after-school elementary programs, so that is at every single elementary school. And then at the middle school, there's about 7 middle schools, and then all our 6 recreation centers offer the after-school programs.
And the learning doesn't stop once school is out. Students have a variety of educational activities to choose from and can even get a little help with their homework.
It's really nice to know that the kids have a place where they can go, they can socially interact, work on their social skills, they can do homework if necessary, they get to play group games, interaction, that they're not going home and just sitting in front of a television or going home to a place where there's nobody home.
It's pretty fun because of all the activities we get to do.
After-school programs run from the time the last school bell goes off until 6 p.m. And there's even a before-school program for those early risers.
It's better when you don't go home and actually stay with kids that are your own age and you can play games and stuff, and it just helps out.
There's a variety of programs to choose from, but each one offers a safe place for kids to learn. It's definitely a big help to families. Reporting for VBTV, I'm Diana Cartwright.
If you're interested in signing your child up, swing by the Citywide Programs office, or you can call 385-0400 for more information. And coming up next on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, a special summit was held at the Renaissance Academy. We'll tell you all about it. Plus, we'll see what the school division's Parent Support and Information Center has to offer. That and more are coming up next.
Roy Rogers once sang, "Give me land, lots of land, under starry skies above, but don't fence me in." Of course, Roy didn't live in a community as nice as Virginia Beach, where good fences really do make good neighbors. And whether you're keeping the family pet in or keeping unwanteds out, there is a process in place to make sure yours is a good fence. Before digging your first post hole, consider a visit to the zoning division of the planning department. There, your plan will be reviewed. You'll be advised if your fence will meet the city's requirements and if you will need to purchase a building permit. Keep in mind there are specific regulations for corner, interior, and through lots, as well as chain link and vinyl fencing. You'll need a copy of your site plan or physical survey. Mark where the fence and any landscaping will be located. A list of fence materials should also be included. And the completed fence must be inspected. A brochure that explains all regulations pertaining to fences is available through the planning department. For more information, call 385-8074. And remember, the grass may be greener on the other side of the fence, but it still needs mowing.
Virginia Beach Schools Parent Connection is your one-stop resource for information and events which support families and promote student success. On February 5th at 7 p.m., Tidewater Community College is hosting a visit with Edgar Allan Poe's relative and Poe expert, Dr. Hal Poe. Each audience member will also receive a copy of Poe's work. Call 385-2688 for more information. Is your family affected by the mental illness of a loved one? Then plan on attending the MESA Family Workshops. This free 2-hour class meets one night each week for 12 weeks. Classes start February 2nd and will be held at the Virginia Beach Department of Human Services. To learn more about these activities or to see a complete calendar of February's events, visit the Parent Connection page of vbschools.com.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Peter Van Heest. The school division recently hosted the 4th annual Making the Dream a Reality Summit for 9th and 10th grade students at the Renaissance Academy.
In just 4 years of high school.
Organized to help keep African American males motivated and on a pathway of academic success, the division has seen improvement in test scores as a result of the summit.
We are holding our 4th annual African American Leadership Summit, where we have our young men from our citywide, our high schools, participating in a series of workshops, exhibitions, and so forth. They have the ability to be part of a series of events in which they'll be able to experience workshop speakers and presenters who are going to share information to them about life skills and global citizenship and a lot of the different pieces that we know are key to them that help them improve their school career.
Improving school careers is one aspect of the summit. Making conscious decisions is another important factor. That's what brought Taekwon Rivers back from college to attend his 3rd summit.
Some kids nowadays don't think. They just go with their first instinct, always doing something bad. But now that I came to it, it helps me think first and then react. So that's a good thing about it.
You have to take the academic electives. Now,
the fast-paced morning had participants gathering for a general assembly before filtering out to breakout sessions.
As many of you may know, we have seen gaps in achievement with some of our groups in our school division. This is our effort to make sure that we're motivating and inspiring all of our students to graduate from high school.
The summit also featured programs for parents.
Parents also are going to be involved in workshops and training and getting information about how they can truly help their child be successful.
Success has been the key word for this summit since it began at Tallwood High in 2007. Then, close to 100 students participated. This year, the event drew more than 400.
I had a lot of people reach out to me when I was younger, when my first years coming to this program, and they told me that, I have big brothers, big, older people to look up to and to have me, to help me, as mentors. So it's helped me a lot.
As a result of the annual summit, progress has been made in several areas, including a boost in African American males graduating with an advanced diploma, increases in student enrollment, and a higher graduation rate. There are probably plenty of parents out there who wish their children came with an easy-to-read instruction manual. While parenting can definitely be challenging, there is help. Access reporter Diana Cartwright introduces us to the Parent Support and Information Center.
Finding information about educating students is generally an easy task, but when it comes to students with disabilities, families may encounter more challenges. That's where the Parent Support and Information Center steps in to help.
The Parent Support and Information Center is like a storehouse of information and materials to help parents who have students with disabilities learn about those disabilities.
Of course, it's difficult raising and educating children, and when you add a special need to the mix, sometimes parents find themselves struggling. The center offers many outlets for help.
We have videos and tapes and DVDs, books, and magazines that talk about the new innovations that are going on in the field for different disabilities.
Located in a central location, the center is a library, source of guidance, and much more for parents and teachers who want to understand and manage a child with disabilities.
For myself, my daughter was diagnosed with a learning disability only around 2 years ago. So for me, I came into it kind of blindsided, and I find the resources here wonderful, that we can borrow them and look at them at our leisure. Dr. Reed is available to answer any questions, try to help us find the resources that we need.
Parent Support and Information Center also offers a selection of mini courses, workshops, and committee meetings to help parents become informed advocates for their children.
Parents feel like they're out there alone, so I try to have the workshops to give them information about what's in the community. I don't know everything, so I work together with other agencies to bring information into parents.
On average, the school division identifies almost 9,000 students with disabilities. They may range from minor to severe, but the Parent Support and Information Center is here to help you take an active and informed role in your child's education.
I hope that they get a sense of confidence, knowing that, they're not in this alone. Yes, they do have the child that has a disability, but there's someone here to support them. I want this center to be the listening ear.
We as parents can make ourselves more knowledgeable of ways that we can benefit our children and those who help our children every day.
The Parent Support and Information Center is located in the Laskin Road Annex near the Hilltop area of Laskin Road. For hours of operation or more information, call 263-2066 or log on to vbschools.com.
Appointments are not required but are suggested, and of course all information is kept confidential. In a classroom full of children, no one child is the same. The Virginia Beach School Division recognizes this, which is why they offer a variety of programs. In fact, there are 5 academies and 2 high school advanced academic programs in the division. Let's take an in-depth look at the Math and Science Academy offered at Ocean Lakes High School.
How does working with NASA sound to you? Or perhaps you'd like to help discover the gene that could unlock a cure to a serious disease. Whether you're fascinated by the big expanses of the universe or the tiny world of DNA, the Mathematics and Science Academy at Ocean Lakes High School can help you prepare for an exciting future. By providing Virginia Beach students a rigorous and unique program of study emphasizing the core areas of mathematics and science, infused with a variety of modern technologies, this academy continues to be a popular choice among students across the division. Offering many unique courses that are not available at other high schools, the Academy was designed for academically motivated and dedicated students who have a growing passion for the mysteries and puzzles found in science and mathematics.
Well, I'm not really sure what I want to be when I grow up. However, I think that math and sciences are really applicable to everyday life, and I think that being here, learning more and more about math and science, it can help me in almost any field I decide to go into, because all the classes here, many high schools don't offer it. And being here at Ocean Lakes in the Math and Science Academy, I can be a step above the others in college, and I can have a higher edge on some of the materials, because I already know it because of Math and Science Academy at Ocean Lakes.
With the nation's need to become more prepared for global competition in mind, scientists, professors, community members, and educators created a challenging experience mirroring the top Mathematics and Science Academy programs around the nation. The Mathematics and Science Academy welcomed its first students in 1994 and has been going strong ever since. Are you interested in unlocking the secrets of DNA? The partnership between Virginia Tech and the Mathematics and Science Academy allows students to participate with scientists around the world in genome research. This project is attempting to identify the function of over 25,000 genes in a particular plant. You might discover something that no one else in the world knows. Such discoveries may contribute ultimately to advances in medicine, agriculture, and industry.
Without partnerships like Virginia Tech's PrEP program, we wouldn't have the ability to do these large-scale projects. The scope is unparalleled. It's an international project where not only are the scientists from Virginia Tech as well as the students here, but students in other states as well as professors in the United States and other countries are working on the same endeavor. Again, they're trying to characterize the genes of this plant, and it's a 10-year endeavor.
Advanced level instruction in all coursework is provided to students in a challenging but caring environment. Career analysis by guidance counselors helps facilitate a student's preparation and acceptance into the most competitive colleges and universities in the state and nation. A defining aspect of the Academy program is the Senior Mentorship Research Project. With guidance and support from the Academy Senior Project Advisor, students complete either a field-based research project or mentorship with a professional in any relevant field. After logging 140 hours of supervised work, the project culminates with the completion of a thesis paper, a multimedia presentation, and an oral defense of the experience. Some of these research projects have earned significant recognition at local, state, and international science fairs and competitions.
My senior project was the prevalence of the effect of UVC radiation on the prevalence of community-associated MRSA in athletic departments. And how it affected my overall experience was it allowed me to travel to Washington, D.C. and to Fairfax and compete in science fairs and meet a bunch of other cool people that had cool science fair projects, and I got to win some money too, so it's pretty exciting.
So if your career path plans include such areas as architecture, astrophysics, engineering, environmental science, genetics, or medicine, consider applying to the Mathematics and Science Academy at Ocean Lakes High School. With a strong mathematics and science background, you will be well prepared for the careers of the future. Your future.
The application deadline for all programs is Tuesday, February the 1st. Applications can be picked up at every middle and high school or online at vbschools.com. If you would like to view each of the division's academy offerings, you can do so while tuning in to the next edition of the School Picture. Access airtimes and dates for the program by logging on to vbgov.com/VBTV. When it comes to learning about aeronautics, one of the best ways to teach students is to bring in the experts.
Their first successful flight was in 1903, December 17th.
And that's exactly what Centerville Elementary did. They called in the pros from NASA.
We're teaching the basics of flight and the principles of flight, a little bit about flight history, and some hands-on activities as well.
NASA educators landed in this 5th grade classroom. Their lessons included an interactive program that even lets students test their flying skills.
These are your controllers, and we're going to take off, and you need to operate those.
While these students ultimately decided to leave the flying to the experts, they did walk away with a much better understanding of flight.
We have these games that we were playing, and they teach us how to fly planes, and we're learning more about them. And if we ever wanted to fly a plane, we would know more about them.
Hundreds of NASA employees visit classrooms around Hampton Roads each year. And with that, we've come to the end of our show. But if you've missed something or would like to see it again, you can view this program online. Just log on to vbgov.com/eStream. Then find and click on Access Virginia Beach. And for everyone here at VBTV, I'm Peter Van Heest, and thanks for watching.